And here in the first unit we have introduction to R, then downloading and installing R, IDE and text editors, and link packages in R, and getting started with R. In that introduction to working with directory data types in R, few commands of data exploration. So in this we have to cover introduction part to R, IDs and text editors of R, packages of R, and then loading and handling data. Data exploration start with this loading and handling. So data exploration, there are few steps are there, and in the second unit also we have completely about data exploration only. That is why I am saying in a single video 1 and 2 units. First unit entirely if we discuss means second unit is a little bit easy. And all the basic concepts of R language we will get from first 2 units. Now getting started with R, then loading and handling data in R, analytical data processing challenges are there, and then variables, what are the variables in R, what are the functions, missing values, how to treat missing values, what are the missing values, what are the outliers, and using as operator, then aggregation and group processing of a variable, simple analysis using R. This is a simple project. Then methods for reading data, comparison of RGUIs for data input, graphical user interfaces, comparison. How can we compare? What are the factors we can consider for comparison of GUI? Different GUIs in case are there. How can we compare by quality or by what? That we have to discuss in that. Then using R with databases and business intelligence systems. How can we use R with databases? That is comes under feature concept. R we can use with databases. In front we cannot identify R, where we are using R. What are the features of R? That we don't know, because R is an integratable programming language, and R with databases we can use for statistical analysis, and also for visualization purpose. R is integratable to other programming languages like Python, C, C++, Java. So that is why R we cannot see in the front, but it is integratable for statistical and for visualizations. And in business intelligence systems also R is integratable programming language. So many popular companies like Facebook, Uber are using R language. Uber, Google also, Facebook. These all companies are using R language. So R is useful in industry. Both Python and R are useful in industry, but Python is best for web services, web applications, and for statistical analysis and visualization R is best. This is one basic difference. And a number of packages are available, predefined or inbuilt functions are available in R. And also while coming to the Python, well developed web service it is, and easy to use, easy programming language is Python while compared to R. In Python there are no inbuilt functionalities, but packages like NumPy and pandas are there. So that is the specialty of Python. Both R and Python are best only, but R is best for statistical analysis and visualizations, and so many packages are available for visualization in R. Python is also having, but not that much flexible and usable, not that much easy, expensive in Python. So R is best for visualization than Python, and for statistical analysis R is very best thing, and for web services Python is best. So these are the main differences between R and Python. Now features of R. Here see, It allows branching and looping as well as modular programming using functions. R having looping control statements and programming functions, recursive functions, inbuilt functions, user defined functions, and loops like while loop, for loop, conditional statements like if else, switch case. So R allows all type of programming techniques, patterns like other programming languages. And while coming to the second point, it allows integration with different programming languages such that as I told previously, C, C++, .NET, Python, and other all ways we can integrate R with other programming languages. Then it has an extensive community of contributors. Hence, it has rich library of functions and datasets. For R, so many contributors are there to use. It has an effective data handling and storage facilities for numerical and textual data. Data handling and storage facility of numerical and both as well as textual data and numerical data. R is best for textual data, that means structured and unstructured data. R is useful for both the cases, and it provides a collection of operators for operators of R. In R language, there is importance to data objects or data structures rather than data types. And so many operators are there for these data objects in R. Operators are different, objects are different, data structures are data objects, data types are different. And operators we know, logical operators, assignment operators, arithmetic operators, these all we have in our programming related, practical related. Then it provides large and integrated collection of tools for data analysis and statistical function. This also already I said. And it provides graphical facilities for data analysis, both by both soft and hard copies. Simple feature. And it is an integrated suite of software facilities for data manipulation, calculation, and graphical facilities for data analysis and display. And display means for reporting purpose we needed hard copies also. That is why for reporting R is best. And it has neither graphical user interface nor spreadsheets view of data like Excel sheets. Not it is a data set, but it connects with other databases and spreadsheets. We can connect R with other databases. We can integrate. So these are the features of R language. This is the installation of R concept. We can install R with Cran Mirror software. Cran Mirror, from Cran Mirror. It is a free software, open source. What is the full form of Cran? The full form of Cran is Comprehensive R Archive Network. From that we can download R software, R and R Studio. We have to install both. For that purpose, these are the steps involved. Follow all these steps. And R window section contains R Studio is best for programming, which contains 4 main window sections. The top section to write and save R code, bottom left section to execute R code and perform calculations. The nature and values of variable and objects appear here. Top right section to manage datasets and variables. Bottom right section to display plots, install packages, and select help on R functions. So in this way we can download and install R from Comprehensive R Archive Network Cran Mirror. R has a better graphical user interface. So we have to understand, then after installation of R we have to understand the concept of what are the IDEs and text editors. That information we have to understand. What are the IDEs? IDEs stands for Integrated Development Environment. Here we are using RStudio as IDE for our language. In case if there is no IDE, command prompt we have to use. That purpose we have to create path. We have RStudio as IDE, so that is why we can use IDE. An integrated development environment, and the definition of that is, which is a software for building applications that combines common developer tools. Combination of tools and applications into a single graphical user interface. In a single GUI, applications and tools available for a particular software. For example, for C language we can use an IDE like that. So here RStudio we are using as an IDE or simple graphical user interface for R regularly. And then text editors. Text editor means notepad like. Example for text editor is Notepad, Microsoft Notepad. And what are the text editors provided with operating system? Software development packages, and can be used to change files such as configuration files, documentation files, programming language source code we have to write. So Notepad we'll use for other programming languages. Likewise, text editors are available for R. Now I want to say what are the IDEs and text editors available for R. Now I want to say text editors. First I want to say about that. Then we'll start with variables. So IDEs and text editors of R. Integrated Development Environment is full form. Now only I told what is that, which is a single graphical user interface which contains both applications and tools. I said now. And what are the different kinds of IDEs are available? Here he given that RStudio is the most widely used IDE. Now only I said. Then which is user friendly and open source solution, and which contains console to write command, workspace tab where users can see active objects, history tab which shows a history of commands used in the code, file tab where folders and files can be seen in the default workspace, plot tab and which shows graphs, packages tab. So these all are the tabs available in that particular IDE RStudio. And what are the text editors? Or else first I want to say useful free graphical user interfaces for R. 7 useful graphical user interfaces given. That one is Rattle. You can write this answer in the example. StatET for R, Eclipse based which is for R, and RK Word easy to use and easily extensible IDE GUI, JGR, Universal and Unified Graphical User Interface for R. These are the different kinds of user and GUIs available for R. Okay, and we are using only RStudio. Then text editors. Now only I said the definition of text editors. And VIM. VIM has syntax highlighting and auto completion for R. Auto completion already I said. Then Emacs. Emacs stands for Emacs speaks as statistics. ESS through ESS. Then Emacs also support highlighting, auto completion, and suit your own style and needs. Like VIM Emacs can also take some time to become familiar with. Then Eclipse is also there, like Java based text editor, and Sublime Text. It is not for free. This is very easy to use and powerful text editor that is extendable and customizable. In order to use it with R, you will need Sublime REPL. So these are the different kinds of text editors. What is what you can understand by reading. Different text editor names are these. You have to remember all this, and which is best for which you have to understand. I don't want to say clearly now. Then different kinds of packages. and thousands of packages are available in the grand mirror. 10,000 packages make it an ocean, and among that few I mentioned and explained, like ggplot, gggraph, deployer package. What I explained in the classroom only. So just read all those packages. Nearly 20 above packages I given in the previous explanation, and in the PDF I given packages. Okay, tdyr, ggplot2, ggraph, deployer, tdquant, digraph, each and everything I explained in my own way. Gmap, glue, shiny. In another video, if I want, I'll explain. Don't need to worry. There are 20 packages in this video, in the PDF I given. Next, I want to start with what are the variables available in R. What are the variables available in R? I want to start now. What are the variables available means, here we have definition for variable. First you have to understand what is a variable. Is a named space. Variable is a named space to give values. That is definition for variable. And what are the data types available in R? First I want to say logical, numeric, integer, complex and character. Also raw data type. These are the data types. Logical, logical values or the boolean values, true, false, yes, no. Likewise 1 and 0. These are the boolean values, logical data types. The numeric means both integer and floating values. And while coming to the integer, only integer 15L like we can indicate. And complex numbers, A plus bi type. And character data type are of two types, character and string. Raw data type, which gives raw bytes in the memory of data, raw to character and character to raw. And here if we give something raw variable, character to raw, welcome to the programming. Thus as the welcome to programming, raw data type in the memory, which gives raw bytes in the memory as output. And next, C of in R. What is a C of function? C means combine. R is obsessed with vectors. In R, numbers are just vectors of length. One using C function is used to create a vector in R. For creating vector C of function, we are using C of. In the syntax, I will say C of is for creating vector. For creating a vector, we have to use C of. Give a name, then less than symbol we can give, hyphen, C, open, parenthesis, then give the values, and we can give any data type dynamically in R. That is the speciality of R language. Just by creating a named space with name, we can give any data type directly. In other programming languages, we have to mention before the data type. Then in the dynamic way, we can give values. Here we can give dynamically any data type. And next, class function in R. Class function will give the class of the data type. Which type of data we have to know for the variable is which type of data. So for that purpose, class, and for example a variable x, if we create class of x, means it will displace the data type of that particular x variable. Next,